Good morning, students. In this video, I am going to give you some important questions regarding business law, unit-wise that were repeatedly asked in the examination. And the same has been uploaded in the WhatsApp group also. The questions as per unit 1 is, define the term law, its objectives, and the main sources of business law. Regarding Unit 2, the usual questions that were asked were definition of contract and essentials of a valid contract. Classification of contract, define the term offer, its essentials. The next question is regarding the exceptions to the rule, no consideration, no contract. Next question is, define the term capacity to contract, state the law relating to a minor. And the most important question with regard to this is, state the causes in which the object and consideration is unlawful. Next is, what do you mean by discharge of contract and various modes of discharge of contract. Regarding breach of contract, you have to remember the remedies for the breach of contract also. Next unit with regard to Environment Protection Act 1986. Under this, you have to remember the usual questions regarding the definition of environment, environment pollutant, environment pollution, hazardous substances, and the definition of occupier. Next question regarding section C is, explain the powers of the central government in protecting the environment. Next unit with regard to Consumer Protection Act or COPRA 1986. Under this, you can expect the following questions. What are the objectives of the Consumer Protection Act? Next is, define the term consumer, complaint, consumer dispute, deficiency. And for section C, you can expect this question. Explain the formation and working of different redressal agencies. Last unit with regard to FEMA, that is Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. The usual questions are, briefly explain the objectives of FEMA. Regarding definitions, authorized person, currency, Indian currency, and the meaning of foreign exchange. The last question or the usual question under section B is, bring out in detail the salient features of FEMA 1999. As per section 1, the usual definition we write with regard to law is a rule of civic conduct prescribed by the supreme power of a state, commanding what is right and prohibiting what is wrong. Objectives of law are, first one is it brings about and maintain the peace and order in the society and also establish social economic justice. Sources of law, as we all know that they are English mercantile law, judicial decisions, Indian statute law, and local customs and usages. Under section or under unit 2, contract usually constitute an agreement plus enforceability. Agreement is equal to offer and acceptance. Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act defines a contract as all agreements or contracts if they are made by the free consent of the parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object and are not hereby expressly declared to be void. So this is a very important definition which constitute most of the essential features of contract. Essential features, you have to remember those features are, the first and the most important is there must be proper offer and proper acceptance. Next is there must be free or mutual consent of parties. There must be legal obligation. The parties must be competent to contract. There must be lawful consideration and lawful object. The agreement must be certain. The performance must not be impossible. There must be necessary legal formalities also. With regard to classification of contracts, contracts may be classified on the basis of formation or creation, on the basis of performance, and on the basis of legal validity. On the basis of formation, we have express contract, implied contract, and quasi-contract. On the basis of performance, we have executed contract, executory contract, unilateral contract, and bilateral contract. On the basis of legality or enforceability, we have valid contract, void contract, voidable contract, illegal contract, unenforceable contract, and void agreement. Regarding the definition of offer, offer may be defined as when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such an act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. Under this unit, that is offer, you have to remember the essential features of offer also, which are similar to contract features. The first and the most important essential feature of an offer is the offer must be communicated, offer must be made to obtain the assent of that other, it must be definite and clear, it must be capable of creating legal relationship. Offer may be expressed or implied. Offer may be distinguished from an invitation to offer. The offer may be specific or general. Two identical cross offers do not result in a contract. Next question is with regard to acceptance. Under this, the usual definition of acceptance under section 2 is when the person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. A proposal, when accepted, becomes a promise or acceptance. Essentials of acceptance. You have to write the essentials of acceptance. The acceptance must be communicated to the offerer himself. Acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. Acceptance must be prescribed. It must be in a prescribed manner. Acceptance must be given in some usual or reasonable manner. Acceptance must be given before the lapse of offer. Mere silence is not lead to an acceptance. The acceptance may be implied or expressed. Regarding consideration, we all know that consideration means quid pro quo. That means something in return. When the definition is given under Contract Act, when at the desire of the promiser, the promisee or any other person has done or abstained from doing or does or abstain from doing or promises to do or abstain from doing something, such act or abstinence or promise is called a consideration for the promise. Here you have to remember the essential features of consideration. Those features are: the consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. The consideration must be lawful. It must be real and not illusory. It must need not be adequate. The consideration must be some value in the eyes of law. Consideration may be negative or positive. Consideration may be past, present, or future. And under this section, you have to remember the question with regard to no consideration, no contract, exceptions. So you have to write here. The exceptions under section 25 of the Contract Act are natural love and affection, voluntary compensation, promise to pay time-barred debt, gift actually made, creation of agency. Next unit with regard to discharge of contract. Discharge of contract may be defined as the person is set to, the parties to the contract are set to be discharged if the contract is come to an end. When the rights and obligations created by the parties come to an end, it is called as discharge of contract. The usual modes of discharge of contract are by performance, by agreement, by impossibility of performance, by lapse of time, by operation of law. Discharge of contract by agreement are novation, recession, alteration, remission, waiver, and merger. Remedy